Hi, my name is Tracy, Moody Cessna. I'm a physical therapist at Cincinnati Sports Medicine, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit today about injury prevention, training, and running and walking. Whether you're an avid runner or planning on doing a 5K walk for charity this summer or spring, injury prevention should at least be in the back of your mind. So a couple things to talk about would be building a base, increasing your mileage, and kind of surfaces to run on or train on. First thing, if you're going to run a longer race, for example, maybe a 10K or a half or a full, you're looking at trying to build a base. It's important to build a base to try to decrease your chances of injury. This gives you a chance to be on your feet for a longer period of time, get your heart and your lungs able to build up before you start adding intense workouts like fartleks or tempo runs or hill repeats. So when you increase your mileage, you want to think about only increasing about 10% a week. So for example, if you're running about 30 miles a week, you only want to add 3 miles a week, which would be 33 miles for the next week. This gives your body a chance to acclimate, get used to it, instead of just increasing your mileage dramatically, which is going to predispose you to an injury. However, that doesn't mean that you should still be running at 10% increase every week. So every 4 weeks or so, you should take a drop in mileage, about 20%. So let's take the 30 mile per week example again. If you're running 30 miles a week, and you're going to drop your mileage, say at the 4-week mark, you should take about 6 miles off. The next week up, if you want to go back and increase the mileage to 30 miles a week, should be okay. Keep that in mind though. Also, let's talk a little bit about the kind of surfaces you might be training on. So whether you're walking, you might be out on the track, or you might be on the treadmill, or you might be running on the trails or the road. It's a good idea to try to modify and change the surfaces that you're running on. For example, if you're running on the road, more than likely you're going to be running on the left side of the road to face traffic, or you'll be running on the sidewalks, which is good and safe. However, if you're always running the same loops, the same direction all the time, and you're running on the sidewalk has a camber to it to help to drain the water off the sidewalk into the drains. So if you're running on the same sidewalk all the time, you're essentially running with one leg shorter than the other all the time. Same thing goes for running on the left side of the road. So what you want to do is try to run out and back loops, or just switch the direction of the loops that you're doing. That will keep your body from getting the same wear and tear injuries from running on the same side of the road. Also, if you're doing track, say you're doing a workout on the track and doing repeats, you want to make sure that you're switching the direction every so often. Same thing applies for an indoor track. That doesn't mean you have to switch every lap, but maybe if you're doing like 800 repeats or mile repeats, that you do a repeat and then switch the direction. This gives your body a chance to acclimate so you're not always making those left-hand turns. Same thing applies to kind of switch up the surfaces that you run on in terms of if you're running on the asphalt all the time, you're taking a little bit of pounding. It's good to kind of switch up the surfaces and try to maybe hit the grass or the trails. But keep in mind that if you're doing that, you might be more predisposed to other injuries, such as ankle sprains or tweaked knees or sprains or strains that you're not used to using different muscles on the different surfaces. So hopefully during your training you don't run into any injuries. However, if you do, let us know. We would like to help you at Cincinnati Sports Medicine.